Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the early dew. It is your girl, the messenger with a smile. Very excited, always very excited. Yesterday, we read Exodus chapter 31, and I have been breaking up the chapters where there are two different thoughts happening. And yesterday I did not do that. I got very excited and read them together. But I want to take a minute and go over the key points in Exodus chapter 31. So the Lord is speaking, and the beautiful part of the Torah and why we're reading it is because, and while I'm explaining this, let me share this to Facebook to be consistent. It's because this is the Most High talking. A lot of what you'll read later in the Bible is a dialogue, where a lot of what you read in the beginning is the mind of the Lord, the Most High. Things at one at this. So we read the Torah so that we can know exactly what the mind of the Most High is. And when we go further on in reading, we can understand why things happened the way that they did. So I appreciate y'all bearing with me while I make this post real quick. Point out the key points in Exodus 31. Have a great day. I'll wake up my little one and go to work. So there, he's doing something weird. Not surprised. But bear with me. There we go. All right. So the key points in Exodus chapter 31 are in verse 3, where the Lord is saying that He has filled someone with the Spirit of God. I don't know if this is the first time, but I do know that this is in the Old Testament, where someone was filled with the Spirit of God. And this person was filled with the Spirit of God to have wisdom, ability, understanding, intelligence, knowledge, and in all kinds of craftsmanship, to devise skillful works, verse 4, to work in gold and in silver and in bronze and in cutting of stones and for setting and carving of wood, and to work all kinds of craftsmanship. And so He will fill someone with the Spirit to work craftsmanship, to give them wisdom and understanding, intelligence, and knowledge. Then trust and believe He'll do it now. That's the number one. It's the number one thing I want to point out. And this person, Uri, the son of Hur, which is his name in verse 2 of Exodus 31, he was filled with the Spirit of God to make the tent of meetings and the mercy seat and the furnishings in the tent, where God will come Himself and dwell with the children of Israel and talk with them. Then the second part of Exodus chapter 31 is the Lord speaking again and explaining what the Sabbaths are. Now, if He would take, this is verse 12 to verse 18, 6 verses to explain the Sabbaths, what I want and what they are, is where no work is done. Verse 15, 6 days may work be done, but the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, sacred to the Lord. Then He defines what Sabbath rest is, sacred to the Lord. Work. Actually, verse 14. You shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy to you. For whoever works on the Sabbath shall be cut off from his people. Whoever profanes it shall be put to death. Whoever works on the Sabbath shall be cut off from among his people. So He defines the Sabbath is working. Yesterday, like I said, I was very, very quickly. I read it, and we didn't really point out that those are two different thoughts, but nonetheless, they're from the same person. And if you have questions on why people at that time were put to death, because we're not put to death now, it's a lot of people who do not keep the 7th day. So what changed? We can definitely discuss that. It is a perpetual covenant. It is a covenant that lives today. The consequences are different. However, it is still the same to be kept. It is still kept. Verse 13 says, "Truly you shall keep my Sabbaths." And so hopefully that brought a little more light. I don't like to go very quickly like that. However, I do understand what I am up against. And so I get to the point as quickly as possible. Even with trying to post to Facebook, I do apologize for that. But we're going to keep it going every single day. Tomorrow, we're going to read Exodus chapter 32. I thank you for watching. And as always, I pray your strength and understanding in the Most High increases. Ephesians talks about the deeper depths, the higher heights in him. And I pray that happens because there are different levels in him: height, depth, width, and length. And I want you to understand him fully because he definitely wants to understand you. He wants to dwell within you, which is what we discussed in the 10 meetings in the verses prior to chapter 31. So may Yahweh bless you and keep you. May Yahweh make his face shine upon you and show you his favor. May Yahweh lift his countenance upon you and give you shalom. I thank you. Thank you all. Love you. Have a great day. Peace.